Hey, it's the Chief Bonding with Board Games and RPGs. This is an unboxing of Mr. President, a solitaire game by Gene Billingsley from GMT. I've been waiting for this for like 5 years. 5 years. This is huge, by the way. I'm like zoomed out as far as possible, and I'm still having a hard time. Very thick, 7 pounds worth of weight. Back of the box, you get a good idea of a little bit of what we're looking at. You are playing the President of the United States. You're going to have a lot of boards out, my understanding, and those boards are going to help you cover crises that come up in foreign policy and domestic policy and all kinds of stuff from the year 2001 to the year 2020. And you will be the President. So, not a job I would want. It also seems to age you very, very quickly. So clearly it is stressful. But let's get this. I'm sure this game will not be as stressful. So we'll see. But we have quite the game in front of us. So it looks like we're looking at is that the Oval Office? I don't know. We've got a nice bust of Lincoln. A baseball mitt with a baseball inside. Very interesting. Again, Mr. President. All right, so what are we looking at here? So a letter to your successor. Of course, it's customary that the outgoing president writes a letter to his or her successor. Very nice. Feels like almost like heavyweight, not parchment, but very nice paper. So, okay, cool. Staying with the theme. All right, a turn sequence flip book. Now, this is one of the things I've been reading about. Designed to lay flat with the spiral. This is designed to help walk you through the game as you play. So as you're learning, you'll be able to just flip through and follow the instructions and get a great feel for how everything works. And as I'm flipping through, you're getting an idea of text and charts. And wow, we've got a crisis chit. There's the cabinet focus. All right, very nice. You got an idea of that. Let's see. Okay. Mr. President. So here's our game design, development, rules. Very cool. All right, now what do we got here? So how to play. So with that, this is actually a very slim how to play rule book, but with being walked through the game, very cool. I expected a huge manual. Maybe there's still one coming, but again, with being walked through, that helps. The governing manual. A little bit thicker. Interesting. Okay, looks like more in-depth explanation of the rules. You have a very nice table of contents, turn, sequence. Sorry for the lawnmower in the background. Everybody's out mowing, and I thought I would be able to get this done before people were home. If you're hearing that. All right, so much more in-depth detail, breaking down the Greater Society Initiative, Supreme Court Justice, legislative priorities, state of the nation, state of the economy, state of the union address. Oh, I'm loving it. Huh, very nice. Domestic charts. So letter D, I don't know if what was the other one? G and M? I don't know. All right, so this looks like it'll be breaking down exactly what the charts are on your boards that you'll be looking at. Ooh, this looks crunchy, which is kind of what I was looking for. Solitaire system. One of the things I will do is set it up on the table, play through, go to work, come home. Maybe I've only got 30 minutes. Come down, it's in the basement, nice and quiet. Play for about 30, 40 minutes, just kind of relax. All right, interesting. The world charts. Wow, how many of these are there? And then here we go with all these different, I don't know what those are, but let's just take a quick look. So we got diplomatic charts, Civil War resolution, broker of peace. Holy moly. Trade agreement table. Okay, so you're going to have charts from around the world. Ally and rogue states. WA. Again, look at this. So it's going to look very similar, which is nice. You want the same feel all the way through. Clean pages, clean breakdowns. I see Iran, UK, Japan, North Korea. North Korean action table. Wow. Cool. World Peer Russia Acts. Okay. So again, I don't know what that would be, but you're getting an idea just from the titles. World Peer China Acts. Okay, so that tells me something Russia's doing. This obviously is telling me something that China is doing. I'm sure it's going to look, yep, very similar layout. Okay, so you can probably go to these, refer to stuff, I'm guessing, and it'll tell you maybe how they act. Presidential briefing, examples of play and designer notes. Wow. So we'll have play examples. I will be very curious how many pages of player notes, or sorry, designer notes, player notes. Welcome to Mr. President. Okay, very good. Some history. Lots of text on this. Good. So you can dive in and kind of see what's the genesis of the game. Scenarios? No idea. Can you just play little one-offs? Huh. Welcome to the White House. Okay, okay. Huh. Big project here. All right, let's get to looking at some of the counters. How many of these do we have, first of all? I know we're going to be unfurling some maps. So first of all, ooh, they're already punching out. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 boards. We'll just take a quick little flip. Whoa. And then I will move them off. I know you maybe can't see all of them that well, but we're just taking a quick look. Lots of detail. I've kind of stayed away from, getting all the inside details. I did not know there were going to be that many little books. I knew about the spiral bound kind of walking you through the play because that had my interest. Just set it up, pull out that book, start walking it through, and you're going to learn as you play what you need to know. Love it. All right, what do we got here? It looks like some helper guides, domestic master action, domestic master actions, presidential master actions, military master actions. Wow. I'm anticipating like special operations strikes being down in the ready room. Of course, Osama bin Laden. Diplomatic. What is this? Come on. Come on out of there. All right, there we go. A terror group holding area. Okay. War on terror. Having to clear stuff out of the way. No wonder, look how thick that is. Wow. All right, what do we got? We got some boards, or the rest of it boards. Is that the Pope? Yep. John Paul. All right, what do we got? Come on. Wowzer. Okay, there we go. You can see down to here. So I will come back to, as I bump the camera. Okay, this is a sheet. Interesting. What is it? Status of conflict. War 1, 2, War 3, War 4, War 5. All along the side. Wow. Might be a lot of wars going on. All right, I will come back to these boards and I will unfurl them as the last thing we do. So in the bottom here, you kind of got what GMT standard is, creates a little trough. You've got a little something here, hold these cards in place. We've got some dice, 6-sided, and what is that, a 10-sided die? Yes. Okay. Let's just see. I'll peel some of these out of their shrink here in a little bit. All right. Okay. We won't take a look at all of them, but we will take a look at a few of them. They all look to be the same. All right, let me get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at a couple of the cards. All right, I'm zoomed in on this area here. So all of the cards have the same look here. Very nice. But we'll turn and flip them. So again, I know nothing about these cards, but you can see just down at the bottom there, it's a drought in Africa. So looks like there's multiple areas. I don't know what that means, but it looks like maybe some depth to problems as they pop up. All right, very nice. U.S. companies leap ahead with new rocket technology. Okay, very interesting. North Korean infiltrators attack our ROK, or Republic of Korea, infrastructure. Economic crisis in China. Banks over leveraged. So you're getting an idea of what some of these cards are. I'm going to flip through a couple. I won't name each one of them, but I will just show a bunch as we go. I'm not going to go through the whole stack, but this way you can see a few of them. I'm going to do 3 more. There's one. I saw there was cyber attacks from Russia somewhere in there. Arms sales to Saudi Arabia. Chinese cyber attack. Did I say 3? All right, we'll stop at Iran defies the IAEA. Okay, imports nuke components. Yeah. All right, so there's just an idea of the cards. Again, I don't know what all this stuff is. And I'm going to probably need a magnifying glass, or at least pull them up close so I can read this. But that's okay. There seems to be tons and tons of packed information. And again, I've got 2 more decks of these going on. So it looks like you're going to have a lot of info here. And I know this just came out, but I'm quickly seeing that these seem to be themed or tied to those past 20 years. So tells me that there's at least a modular component that you might be able to say, hey, we got another 5 years here. Here's a new 5-year deck. Look at me being crazy. The thing just came out. All right, let me move some of this stuff, zoom out, and I will open up these maps, or 2 of them, or whatever's here, one at a time. All right, well, I've opened up the smaller of the 2 boards. So this looks like it's going to match maybe some of the card decks. I don't know. And I really don't know anything else that's going on. We have nuclear missile track, or tracks. Strategic capabilities tracks are here. What do we got over there? Bipartisan cooperation. Okay. Interesting. Let me come down to the conflict tracks. Hold on. So we have the conflict tracks here. And then unused bills. Interesting. And then something to do with the UN. And that's just this little map. So let me pan right back up. And we'll come to the next one. All right, I'll walk us through. We've got the cabinet drama table. Okay, cabinet improvement table. POTUS cabinet focus. So President of the United States. Coming down, we have the cabinet effectiveness scandal track. Party relations, very nice. And then we have a turn sequence track right in here with all kinds of information on it. Allies and rogue nation chits, Russia, China. Interesting. We'll come over here. And so CONUS, and I don't know what all these mean. Central America, oh, continental United States. Hello, CONUS? I've never heard it called that. Central America, South America, coming up here. Okay. We've got a game turn track that's coming in. Game turn track there. The prestige track, the public approval track. We've got legacy points down here. And let's see, we have Africa, the Middle East, And what is this up here? The Eurozone, Eastern Europe, Central and South Asia, Russia, or the Russian Federation. That's Russia-China holding box. Don't know. People's Republic of China and Asia Pacific. And Regional and Alignment Stability Track. Interesting. And then names of Gene Billingsley, the designer, and development crew. There it is, Mr. President. Get to work.